Story recapped here. Today, I'm going to explain a drama, horror, mystery film called The Rental. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. In their office, Charlie and his business partner, Mina, browse images of a seaside house, planning a weekend retreat to celebrate closing a deal. Charlie's brother and Mina's boyfriend, Josh, walk in to pick up Mina. They share their plans for the weekend with Josh, who agrees. At their house, Charlie discusses the trip with his wife, Michelle. Michelle comments on Mina's good effect on Josh, who seemed to have given up on life before meeting her. Charlie doesn't trust Josh, however, listing down his brother's misbehaviors in the past. That weekend, Charlie picks up Mina and Josh, arguing that they shouldn't bring their dog, Reggie, to the trip, but they insist. During the drive, they discuss why the renter denied Mina's rental request but accepts Charlie's. Josh believes that the renter is a bigot, given that Mina is of Middle Eastern descent, but Charlie insists on giving the benefit of the doubt. The group arrives at the house and meets the caretaker, Taylor. Mina asks if he's the owner, but her tone offends Taylor. He corrects her that it's his brother's house, then asks Mina how she got involved in Charlie's family. Mina is offended by the question and starts to think twice about giving her money to Taylor. Taylor gives the group a tour of the house. The group is amazed by both the house and the ocean view. When Taylor talks about the stars at night, Michelle laments that she didn't bring her telescope. Taylor jokes that a telescope in the city is meant for peeping, then offers to let them borrow his instead. Before Taylor leaves, Mina confronts him about being denied when she tried to rent the house. Taylor becomes defensive and refuses to answer her questions. As Charlie and Michelle unpack the groceries in the kitchen, Taylor peeks into the kitchen window before driving away. While setting up her clothes in the bedroom, Michelle notices dirt on the sheets that she sweeps off. Josh plays with Reggie outside but tosses the ball too far. He goes under the house's deck to retrieve a ball and notices a basement entrance with a keypad lock. While walking by the beach, Michelle and Josh talk about their partners. Josh admits that he's afraid of losing Mina since he can't keep up with her. Michelle assures him that all he needs is to support Mina. At dusk, the group returns home to find Taylor's telescope. Mina worries that Taylor can come into the house as he pleases while they're staying there. During dinner, Josh, Charlie, and Mina take Molly, but Michelle doesn't join, wanting to sleep early. After getting into a fight with Charlie, Josh leaves. When Mina checks on him, he's already asleep on the couch. Mina goes back outside, seeing Charlie open the hot tub. She and Charlie get in the hot tub, toasting their outstanding partnership and careers. Intoxicated, they kiss but are interrupted by Reggie's barking and whining. Feeling awkward, Mina decides to go to bed. Unbeknownst to them, someone watches them from afar. Mina takes a shower, thinking about the kiss. The bathroom door opens, and she sees Charlie walk in. The two continue their passionate night in the shower. On the following day, Josh and Michelle are excited about their hike, but Mina and Charlie are too hungover to go with them. Once they're alone, Mina and Charlie decide they can't repeat what happened the last night. While on the hike, Michelle reveals to Josh that Charlie already had a girlfriend when she met him. Josh isn't surprised, knowing that Charlie had cheated on previous girlfriends before. This bothers Michelle. Meanwhile, in the woods, a person is following the two. Back at the house, Mina takes a shower and notices something on the showerhead. Charlie confirms that it's a camera, and there's also one in the shower where they spent the night. Charlie thinks twice about reporting it, knowing that the camera caught them cheating. They discuss their options, but Michelle and Josh arrive before they can make a plan. They decide to pretend that nothing happened. Charlie greets his wife, but Michelle ignores him. He follows her to their bedroom, where Michelle asks him about his past girlfriends, accusing him of having a cheating pattern. Charlie realizes that Josh told her and defends that he doesn't remember the details of his past relationships. Back in the living room, Charlie smacks Josh before taking a seat. Michelle invites them to take Molly again, but the others are tired from the previous night. Michelle gets pissed and takes recreational pills by herself. Later that day, Josh prepares food for his dog, but Mina forgot to take Reggie inside. They head out and find Reggie is missing. Mina, Charlie, and Josh try to find Reggie but give up when nighttime comes. They arrive back at the house, where Michelle tells them she called Taylor to fix the broken hot tub. Charlie and Mina are bothered by this. Josh wonders if Taylor took his dog, planning to confront him about it. A drunk Taylor finally arrives, and Josh immediately starts asking him questions about his dog, but Taylor denies taking Reggie. Out on the deck, Taylor successfully fixes the hot tub. He goes out of the house, seeing Mina searching for Reggie. Taylor assures her that he won't report to his brother that they brought a dog in the house. Pissed, Mina takes him to the shower and shows him the camera, threatening to call the cops. Taylor claims he doesn't know about it, but Mina doesn't believe him. Thinking it's a scam, Taylor starts calling the police, and Mina tries to take his phone away. Hearing the commotion from outside, Josh rushes in. Seeing Mina in trouble, he tackles Taylor into the tub and beats him. Charlie and Michelle hear the fight and run back inside. Charlie pulls his brother off of Taylor, who's now unconscious. Outside, Mina finally confesses about the camera in the shower but doesn't mention her night with Charlie. She tells them how she confronted Taylor and panicked, which led to Josh beating the caretaker. Somewhere in the dark, an unknown person watches their conversation through a cell phone. With the group outside, the person goes into the house and suffocates Taylor. The group argues on what to do. Josh and Michelle want to call the police, despite Charlie's warnings that Josh might get in trouble. Michelle goes in to make the call, but Charlie stops her, reporting that Taylor is no longer breathing. Josh is terrified, thinking that he caused it. Michelle still feels that they should go to the police, but Charlie and Mina want to protect Joshua. Charlie plots to stage an accident and destroy the footage from the hidden camera. Michelle is horrified and storms off, not wanting to go with their plan. Charlie, Mina, and Josh clean up the evidence and take Taylor's body away. Before leaving, Charlie checks on Michelle, who tells him that they'll be compromised as well by not reporting what happened. The three throw Taylor's body down a cliff, but it lands on a rock instead of the water. Not wanting to risk getting caught, Josh climbs down to push it into the sea. He slips and falls on top of the body, allowing him to push it into the water. Back at the house, Michelle is packing up but hears a shower turn on. She checks the bathrooms, but all of the showers are turned off. She follows the sound and finds a television that shows Mina and Charlie's activity in the shower from the previous night. Mina, Charlie, and Josh walk back to the house, not noticing a masked man walking behind them. They see Michelle driving off, and Charlie chases her. She stops to tell him that she saw the footage. Charlie is exasperated, apologizing to her. When he asks where he found the footage, Michelle gets pissed and drives away. Josh is nervous, thinking that Michelle will go to the police, but Charlie tells him that they should continue with the plan and find the footage. While Michelle is driving, her tires burst, causing her to hit a tree. She checks the road and sees the spike strip that flattened her tires. Afraid, she goes back in the car and begins typing on her phone to ask Charlie for help. She doesn't notice the masked man running to the car window. Charlie receives a message from Michelle, learning that she crashed the car. He runs out of the house, telling the others that he'll help her. He finds their car on the road, but it's abandoned, with a window smashed. Charlie calls Michelle's phone and hears it down the road. He sees the phone screen from afar and walks to it. But he stops, stepping over Michelle's body. Distracted, the masked man rushes to him and hits him. Josh and Mina try to open the door from under the house, thinking that the camera's receiver is there. Josh kicks the lock open and enters. There, they search through the cluttered boxes. Josh finds some disturbing photos but refuses to show them to Mina. Josh cries, regretting all the trouble he caused them. Mina comforts him, assuring him that it wasn't his fault. He asks to be left alone for a while, so Mina goes to continue searching elsewhere. Josh sifts through the boxes again but stops when he hears the door. He goes to check but stops when he receives an audio recording of Mina and Charlie. Josh goes inside, letting Mina hear the recording that he received. It's the conversation Mina and Charlie had about what happened the night before. Josh presses Mina to explain but receives the video recording of Mina and Charlie in the shower. They hear the front door open and Josh rushes down, thinking that it's Charlie. Multiple cameras around the house record an angry Josh looking for Charlie, but he isn't anywhere. Josh opens a closet and gets hit on the head. Mina peeks downstairs and sees Josh on the floor. From the closet, the masked man emerges. The terrified Mina hurries up the stairs to escape. The masked man goes to chase her, but Josh weakly grabs his leg. The masked man finishes off Josh before heading up the stairs. Upstairs, the masked man sees Mina's shoe on the ground from the balcony. Thinking she jumped, he climbs down the stairs, not knowing that Mina was still hiding in the room. When he's gone, Mina comes out and heads down the stairs. She tries to flee as quietly as she can but can't stop her cries. She grabs a screwdriver from a bag before getting ambushed by the man outside. Mina stabs him in the face with the screwdriver, causing her to fall down the stairs and injuring her foot. The masked man removes the screwdriver from his face and heads down in pursuit. Mina limps into the foggy woods, desperate to escape. But her injury slows her down. The masked man closes in on her. Mina trips and quickly hides behind a tree. Behind her, the masked man looks around, searching for her. Mina covers her mouth to silence her gasps. Thinking that the man went in another direction, she sprints forward. The man hears her running and gives chase. With the darkness and fog, Mina can't see what's in front of her. With a gasp, she accidentally falls into a cliff. The masked man catches up, looking down the cliff, but Mina is nowhere in sight. With his deed done, the masked man goes back to the house and cleans up. He loads the spike strip into Taylor's truck and returns the hammer to Taylor's toolbox. He removes the hidden cameras throughout the house and the receiver from the attic. The following morning, he takes off his mask and sees Reggie return safely. Without his owners around, Reggie heads out on his own. Soon after the events, the man rents a new property in the city. There, he makes a copy of the key and installs hidden cameras inside. Days go by, and new renters of the property are recorded in his camera, oblivious to the danger. One night, the masked man walks in on a sleeping couple in the new property. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.